Boom, here we go. Mike Levine in the house. Love this guy. He's been my training partner for the past since 2007. So you guys do the math. Throughout the years, it's always hard to measure my progress with him because he knows my game and I know his game. So it's really weird. We only kind of measure our game when we don't roll with each other. But here I am, right off the bat, just trying to do my best to work on that front headlock, but he gets the pass right here. Boom. Right away I go for that lat grip that I like to do is a reversal where I kind of spin the person over, and right away I'm trying to fish for that leg and extend them out. But he's been training, he hasn't been slacking. He's been chopping woods like Rocky Balboa up in the mountains at his farm. So I definitely feel that he's really strong. And I know he does pistol squats. I was talking to someone about this, where I know he's got really strong, powerful legs. So it's really hard for me to throw him off balance. He's just a very strong, athletic guy. Even though he doesn't look like someone that's gonna strangle people, he looks more like the guy you could take his lunch money away. But good luck with that. He's an amazing athlete, very strong, very dedicated, and here he is trying to go and play the foot game with me. But I'm actually okay here. I've experienced enough foot locks throughout my year. I don't panic. I stay calm and relaxed. But he's got an amazing base, man. It's just even difficult for me to get him off balance. He just has a really, really strong base. And now we're resetting again. As you can see, I'm controlling that foot. I'm going to try this whip around pass, but again, he knows my game. He extends, so I'm in this half guard position. I'm going to try to back step, controlling that foot, but no, he gets the sweep and ends up on top. Again, I control that lat, but I kind of lose it. He's too far back. So, I have to change my game and start building some frames, but nope, he takes the top position. I was trying to reach for that quarter guard as he passes through and kind of hopefully make him work a little bit to get that quarter guard off, but he's not falling for it. He's staying heavy on that. Takes my back again, and I keep my hamstring over on that quad because I know he's going to try to throw that hook over. So as long as I can get a feel on that leg and know what it's doing, I'm okay. It gives me a little bit of defense. So now I'm over that kneecap there. I'm sitting on that kneecap, and I'm dragging my heel down by his toes or that ankle area so I can feel where that knee is. I know he wants, for him to get an effective choke, he's got to get that leg out and take my full back. But right away, I kind of flattened out, takes the top position. I'm on that quarter guard again. I get my hands underneath his shins to kind of chuck him forward to get his hands exposed just like that. And but no, he's able to get his a good base back, comes down and starts straightening this darts right around here. I'm feeling it. So as I feel it, I'm going to start flattening my back to take that darts away, that potential darts. He lets it go. Doesn't seem he wants to spend the energy on it. Comes back, he's got that good seatbelt grip right there. And I'm trying to get a sit through. I'm be honest, I gas out pretty quick these days, just a lot of expenditure for me. I've been out of commission for quite a while, and he's setting a good pace. But again, he's back on that back attack. So I try to always stay on that leg, on the one on the mat. I want to stay on top of it. I know he wants to get that hook out to get more of an effective choke. So as long as I can defend that leg and defend the strangulation, I'm okay. I think that's why I'm smiling there, because I know he's got nothing. But hey, I love jiu-jitsu, and if you're not smiling, if you're not sweating, smiling, and learning, hey, what's the point, right? So he's got this Kimura grip right here, which I love. I know he's gonna try to throw and get that triangle over my head, but again, I'm staying heavy on that foot. I know he needs it. I'm trying to spin out, gets me on this crucifix. I gotta make sure he doesn't capture that elbow, because there is an armbar from there. He's staying heavy. Honestly, while we were rolling, I was really surprised his dexterity and his flexibility. I remember he stepped over that foot, and I was like, "Where did that come from?" So he's got great flexibility as well. And again, so here he is. He's on that forearm controlling my body. Now he's still stuck on this quarter guard. Oh, excuse me, yeah, half guard. He knee slices. He actually hurt my jewels there, man. Kind of a little painful there. But again, he's doing a great job riding me. He's keeping tight, beating me to the punch on everything. I roll over, and again, I actually really enjoy doing this part because when I roll, I like landing on that leg, knowing that he doesn't have a full secure back take. Even if it was like a competition wise, he's got to know there's no points there as long as I can defend those hooks coming in. And keeping my elbows tight, making sure he does not get that hook in. I'm trying to sit through, and boom, here I am trying to get this scramble. But I gotta admit, he's felt really strong. His gas tank felt really great. I'm trying to get this elbow, but he does well. Beats over my knee line, so abandon it. Don't want to spend too much energy on it. Trying to get this chin strap as well, make his breathing difficult, and just not allowing for him to settle in comfortable. And boom, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Black Belt Mindset channel. We're here to inspire you and motivate you to take actions and do something that may seem difficult today, but tomorrow it will be your habit and it'll be your new you. I'm really excited for this one. I'm super excited. I want to introduce my good friend and 10 years, 15. How long have we been together?
A long time. Too long to count.
He's my longest relationship I've had in my life. But he's been my training partner, and it's an honor and a privilege to sit here with him and have these conversations and to talk about his journey in jiu-jitsu, the legendary Mike Levine.
Thank you.
Tell us how your friends here on the mats would describe you.
Wow, I would say they describe me as someone who's just happy to be here, joyful to be here, thankful that, I found jiu-jitsu, and yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah.
Killer. That's how I would describe him. Now, he is someone who is disciplined, loyal, and committed, not just to himself, but to the sport and definitely to his training partners. I've trained with him for so many years, and he's never missed a day. And that's someone that I can always count on and rely on, man. So thank you for all those years of sacrificing your body to the sport and to my progress, and the other way. And that's I appreciate that, man. I've never said thank you for those years, man.
Oh, thank you too. Yeah, I'm. You know what? We are nothing here without our training partners.
Yeah.
Our training partners are the ones who, without them, we don't have jiu-jitsu. You need good partners. You need that connection. So, yeah, I'm here for you too, man. So
thank you, brother.
You.
So tell us, Mike, just real quick, tell us how long you've been training and what is your rank?
I've been training for 17 years. My rank is black belt. I got in 2022, and it's been a long journey. Yeah, but a fun one for sure.
Sure, a lot of stories in here.
Lots of stories
and memories. Yeah. So Mike, what inspired you to actually start training jiu-jitsu? For everyone's different. For me, when I started jiu-jitsu was probably at one of my lowest points in my life. And I'm really shocked that I even started something like this because this takes a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
And I was going through some rough stuff, and it was my outlet. It became it till today is my coping mechanism.
Yeah.
What was that start of the journey for you? What were you experiencing, and what inspired you to start?
So there's a couple things. One, my 14th birthday, November 12th, 1993, was the day that UFC 1 actually happened. So I watched that with my father, being 13, 14 years old, and saw this guy, Royce Gracie. I'm living in Cleveland, Ohio. I see this guy, 175 pounds, killing these bigger, stronger guys. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I didn't really know fighting or anything like that. I'd watched a little boxing and I was kind of into it as a young kid. But I saw this and I was like, this is insane. Like, what is. So, fast forward to 1993, there was no jiu-jitsu in the US. Like, it just didn't happen, maybe in a big city. So fast forward to when I moved to New York in 2001. I went to FIT and I met this guy Alberto Marchetti. We went to college together, who wound up starting this brand Monto. And he told me he was training at Henzo Gracie. I went and checked it out. I came down here in like 2002, 2003. I saw a mat. Actually, I saw a boxing ring with like blood all over the mats, and I was like, oh shit, like this is a little too intense. So I actually left. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for like that. I didn't know what it was, but I didn't know if I was ready for that. Fast forward to like 2007, I think in December, I was like, I just should go back there. It was a few years later. I was just go back there. Like January 1, I'm signing up. I dabbled in some boxing and some stuff like that. Came down here, I saw it, and like from that moment, I have not left. So it's just been a journey ever since then.
That's
2007 January. Yeah,
that's insane. I
yeah,
remember that ring, man.
yeah,
It was like coming down to the Kumite.
yeah. Exactly. I was like, are there like closed door fights in here? Like,
Yeah,
what's happening? And I was like, yeah, it was. So that ring has long gone. There's 3 floors here now. It's like lots of new mats, but it
yeah.
was it was a little bit, more intense probably back in those
100%,
days. Yeah,
100%. And the
yeah,
who's who of the sport were here. You had high-end training, you had Ricardo Almeida
yeah.
training, Henzo training, Matt Sarah training,
Right,
GSP was like, it
right.
was the who's
It
who.
was everybody,
Yeah,
all the guys who are in the history books now
yeah.
for
That
sure.
was, at times when I'm having a bad day or just, life is throwing me all these curveballs, I literally will meditate on the
Yeah,
era we got to experience. And we've
yeah,
talked this about ourselves,
yeah,
how grateful and how what blessed we've had that. I like to call it the era of the champions. Like
yeah,
we literally came up the ranks during the when the who's who. So from
yeah.
your perspective, what was that like to be on the mats training with champions? What was
Yeah.
that like for you?
Um, it was it was amazing. I mean, it was just to see. There aren't too many sports where I never was doing this. I have done a couple competitions, but this jujitsu for me was a journey more about myself and about improving myself. But there aren't too many sports where you get to actually train with the professionals of that sport, and that's mind blowing. Like the top of the sport, and I'm just like a regular guy who's just doing it for the love of it, and getting to train with like the world champions is it's so amazing. And it's not it's I can't think of another sport where you really get to do that. So just really thankful, really fortunate to be able to get that knowledge and get that training. And
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's dope, man. Thank you, Mike, for sharing that. What inspires you today? So I know jiu-jitsu is not an easy sport. For
Yeah.
whoever who watches this, if they think that you're gonna come learn and beat people up, that's far from the truth. You become the nail first before you become the hammer, and you're
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of kinks and pains before that happens. What motivates you today, now that you're a black belt? What inspired you to keep coming in, despite all injuries and hardships and the outside world, requiring you to have time out there? What drives you to keep coming to the mats?
Um, I mean, a few things, but the one that comes to the mind the most is like, I know no matter what's going on in life, if I get to these mats, I'm gonna feel better after I get off these mats. It's like almost like like I can just exhale moment. Like no matter the stresses in life, whatever they are, if they're work related or family related or whatever is on your mind, you come here, and at least for me, I come here and I know after a training session, it's like clean slate. Let's start over. Like the day is fresh. We've been in here. We're sweating with each other. We're trying to kill each other in some ways. We're learning from each other, and your mind, my mind, tries to shut off the outside world, and just concentrate on the being here now. Being here, being in this moment, and appreciating the moment. So so yeah, that's what
Yeah, that is. It seems like I've sat with 10 people already, or maybe a little bit more, and that seems to be the theme.
Mhm.
And to me, that when people say that is the moment, to me, it is the gift of life.
Yeah,
That's the present. Is to
yeah.
actually be alive in that
Hmm.
moment where whatever happened to us in the past is gone, and we
Yeah,
have no control what's gonna happen tomorrow. It might
yeah.
not even come tomorrow.
Right.
And jiu-jitsu grappling puts you in that moment
Yeah,
of a controlled way, a simulation of a life and death situation.
yeah,
Like if you check out mentally, that's it.
yeah,
And thank you for sharing that. And,
yeah,
you've put me in those situations and that's why I'm so grateful for this man, because I've been rolling with him and sharing those present moments with him for so many years. And I like to say this, that I've
yeah,
never feel more alive than doing
yeah.
those roles.
Yeah, me too. I
So
mean, that's the thing is like when you are training, you can't be thinking about other things because you're going to get submitted, or you could even possibly get injured. You have to be present for what's going on, and then which allows you to block out all those other stresses that you might be like dealing with outside of here.
Mike, I'm going to ask you a personal question, and I'd love for you to share with us. What hardship have you experienced in your life, and jiu-jitsu have helped you overcome that and persevere from some difficult issues in your life? For me, I've battled a terrible opiate addiction. I've battled my father committed suicide in 2011, and I almost relapsed at then. Like, what if it had not been for jiu-jitsu, it would have been much worse for me. What
Yeah.
in your life has jiu-jitsu really impacted you for the positive?
I think it's impacted me with like some family, issues, family members having health issues and things like that. And just like overall, just controlling like work stresses and work situations that are a bit out of my control. Thankfully, I had some injuries, but never ones that required any type of surgery. So thankful and
Knock
lucky
on
for
wood.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and I think jujitsu has always been there. And even if I can't get to these mats, I find a way to put myself somewhere on some type of mat and just really like be in that moment, try and get in that moment if I can't get to these mats. So yeah, it's helped in a lot of
Thank
ways.
you for sharing,
Yeah.
Mike. And real quick, give me your elevator pitch. If
Okay.
there's someone out there that's watching this and they're on the fence of trying jiu-jitsu, or even just trying something that may sound difficult,
Yeah.
what would you tell that person to inspire them to take action?
I would say jujitsu is something that it takes a lot of dedication, and a lot of years to be good at, but it's a lifelong journey. It's your, you know, it's a get better a little bit every single day and try and improve yourself a little bit every single day. And for me, it's this, but I feel like, you know, if you really, I'm not a type of people wouldn't look at me and be like, "Oh, that guy does jujitsu. That guy is maybe a black belt at jujitsu." But you know, that to me, that's almost a compliment because like the quiet ones can kill you. You know what I mean? So, um, uh, no, I feel like it's something that will really change your life. Give it a chance, but be ready for that journey because like there's some besides just the jujitsu, the amount of people and the relationships that you make at this place, the closeness physically with people that you are, and then how you connect with them after that is like a lifelong thing. So some of my best friends are here, and it's been an amazing time. So that's mine.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you. And just to close it up,
Yeah.
what does it mean for you to have a black belt mindset?
Black belt mindset to me means you're always willing to learn. You're always willing to, know that there's more out there than just maybe what you know, and that can be from anywhere. Like, you know, being able to be fluid, because there's ever evolving like changes, and a black belt usually takes a very long time. So patience is also a black belt mindset too. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Mike.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you for taking the
Love you,
time.
brother.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Love
thank
you
you.
too, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And please, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Make sure you share this video with someone that can need some inspiration so they can take actions and be the best version of themselves. And I'd love for you to share in the comments what's your journey like and what is it that inspires you on an everyday to day. Till next time.
Thank you.